Hello, my beautiful friends. If you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and the little bell so you get notifications when I have new videos. And if you have been with me for a while, thank you for your loyalty and welcome back. This video, by the way, I just got a new camera, so the quality is going to get really good really fast, just FYI. But I just want to let you know, this video was sort of created through something that just happened to me today. So this is real time. It's about highly sensitive people and one of the biggest fears we have. And we often put it in our shadow. And what that does is it makes us kind of shrink. So I want to talk about that in this video and how I got myself out of it within like a couple of seconds and why I think this is really important to talk about. Watch this video. What is one of the biggest things highly sensitive people fear? This may sound weird, so just open your mind for a minute. But what a lot of us end up fearing is people and the world. I recently had a call with this medium from London. You know, I have a lot of clients that ask me, what do you think about psychics? What do you think? And usually for the most part, I don't like psychics because I feel like they can pick up on things in both directions. But I do stay open to the idea because I myself have a lot of psychic energy, clairsentience, all of that. So I know that it is real, but I like to make sure that the person is real. So this person that I saw was recommended by a client of mine who told me the whole story. And in telling me the whole story, I really picked up on a lot of truth. And I thought, you know what? There's something I want to ask about, so I'm going to go. So I went to her, and she was phenomenal. And as soon as she tells me it's okay to share her information, because I don't want her to just have a million people at once, I sure will. But in the meantime, she was phenomenal. And one of the things she said to me that I thought, I knew it was something that I was going to be asked to face quickly. She said to me, we were talking about the question I asked. She said, this thing is going to be good for you and happen for you because there's still a very small part of you that's afraid of the world. And I thought, that's not true. I put myself out there authentically every day. But she was right. So today, and I never rant and I never share negative things because why would you do that? Bring energy to it. So I'm going to flip this into a positive thing. I got this message today from someone responding to my newsletter. My newsletter was about the collective unconscious, the collective consciousness, actually, about something that has been happening in our world. Okay, I'll just tell you. It was about the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash. And what I was saying is that because of this tragedy, I have been feeling this heavy energy, obviously. This has affected a great number of people. Him and his daughter who are known, the other 7 people aren't famous, but they matter just as much. And so we tend to focus on the ones that everyone knows, right? But really it's about all of them, the loss of all of them and what that means and just how devastating. So there's a big loss going on. There's a lot of grieving. There's a lot of people shifting their perspective to be like, holy shit, what's important, what matters in my life? And so I was talking about that in the newsletter and how, when we really come out of our shadow and we really look at what matters, not the things that society have told us matter or don't matter, but really what matters is impact and impacting others and sharing our authenticity and being kind of like Kobe, to be honest, like really an amazing example. And we're all like, how can we be more of that? And I was talking about the unity and collective, how we're coming together to really mourn this and how we can see how there's really no difference. Like no one is exempt from physical world reality, error, accidents, blah, blah, blah. So I was bringing unity into it and how we're all feeling something at the same time. And this person said, wow, shame on you for using Black lives to get more business, do better. And I thought, what is she talking about? Or Black bodies. And I thought, what is she actually talking about? Oh my gosh, because the 2 people I was talking about happened to be Black? Wow, not even a thought in my mind at all in any way, because like I said, I don't see people as different based on color specifically. To me, that's not something that I think about. I just think about souls having human experience. And so then I scrolled down in the email and I saw that she was a spiritual life coach. And I thought to myself, you know what? Two things I want to bring up in this video. Number one, it upsets me when people say that they do these things for a living. For me, I'm a spiritual coach. What does that mean? It means my whole life is about tapping into something higher and helping others tap into their true selves and live their authenticity and unity and negating separation and all of that. And I thought, if you're a spiritual life coach, that's what you're doing too, but clearly you're not. If you're saying this to me, you're not walking that talk. And it really upset me. Integrity is huge for me. So with that said, it's 4 minutes and 44 seconds at that second. Angels, with that said, what I wanted to mention is the piece that I'm still afraid of with the world, as this medium was saying, is I realized in that moment, the reason I haven't expanded my business or hired marketers or done anything other than my own self, organic growth, the only reason I haven't expanded is because of that. And I don't need to be like that anymore. And so now I'm going to blow this up because honestly, I'm kidding, but not really. Honestly, I realized that piece that was still in my shadow, that piece that I'm like, you know what? The world doesn't get this yet at large. So there'll be a lot of negative opinions, but there aren't. I get one in a blue moon. But I was afraid of, highly sensitive people often worry about opinions because people get things differently or we have a different perspective. And what I stood in that moment is, I'm standing in my integrity. And just because you're not doesn't mean I shouldn't talk about it. Just because people will think my perception or opinion is different or misinterpret it. A lot of highly sensitive people feel misunderstood. Just because I may be misunderstood by people who aren't functioning the way that I am or seeing things the way that I am, doesn't mean I shouldn't share in the biggest way possible, because maybe some people that can't find me need to find me. And so it kind of showed me that one of the reasons I've kind of not held myself down, but kept myself at this organic level of just people finding me who need me, letting God be my PR, is because I know that the more eyes on you mean more negativity. That's just part of it. It also means more positivity. And so I really made that decision today to stop playing a little bit smaller than I should be and stop worrying about negative opinions because it's not true. You can check it. Hey, is that person right about what they're saying? Absolutely not. And when you're strong in who you are and your truth and your intention, you don't have to worry about the opinions of others. So that was my piece for you highly sensitive people out there, or anyone who feels like, wow, I keep myself down because I'm afraid of the world misunderstanding me. Do you understand you? Because if you do and you share that, you are having courage to really touch more people that may need to hear what you say. So I hope that happens with this video. I hope you share it with as many people as possible. And I'm going to look into that marketing because you know what? Maybe this was a little boost I needed. I also wanted to mention for you guys Valentine's Day bundles right below. Emotional rehab still open. And I am now announcing this new course that I started building a couple of weeks ago called Shadow Work. It's going to be about all of this, about looking into our shadows, integration, and rising as the new world together. So, speaking of together, if you guys aren't already a part of my highly sensitive community, Truth Room Tribe, please join that. And if you are, I will see you guys Friday. Love y'all so much and have a great week.